What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a high fade on my boy, so stay tuned. We're gonna be starting off by creating our first guideline with our gold FX, and we're also gonna make sure we contour this guideline to his head shape so that the fade can flow better. Don't be afraid to use your opposite hand to either stretch the skin or move the ear out of the way. Now that we're done botting him out, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. You usually want to make this guideline around 1 inch thick so you can spread the blend. Before we erase our initial guideline, we're going to go ahead and apply some shave sticks so that he doesn't bump up when we remove the stubble. You want to stay about 1 centimeter away from that initial guideline you made with your gold FX when using the foil shaver. Now that we're done with the stubble, we could go back to our no guard all the way closed and attack that initial guideline. You then want to slightly open up the lever midway and all the way open. Again, don't be afraid to use your opposite hand to stretch the skin. This is going to give you more room to blend. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We're then going to use this same guard and its lever to soften up this line to get ready for the half guard. Softening up the line with the one guard and its lever is very important before you use the half guard. As you guys can see, now that we're done softening up the line with the one guard, we can move on to the half guard and erase the line completely. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to show some extra support, go ahead and leave super things down below or follow the Instagram. Thank you. Again, we're erasing the line completely with our half guard and the lever. Again, don't be afraid to stretch the skin with your opposite hand. This is going to give you more space to blend. Sometimes there's still a faint line after using your half guard, so switching over to your no guard all the way open and using its corners will definitely help. Now we're switching over to our 4 guard all the way open and we're going to debulk the top. Always make sure to go over the calic area multiple times. Now that we're done debulking the top, we can move on to our 2 guard all the way open and create our 4th guideline. We're also going to use this same guard and its lever to soften up this line and get ready for the 1.5 guard. Now that we're done using the 2 guard and its lever, we're going to move on to our 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Sometimes there's still a fade line after using your 1.5 guard, so switching over to your 1 guard all the way open and using its corners will definitely help. Here we're going back to our previous guards and we're going to detail as much as possible. Now I'm again using the 1.5 guard and I'm making sure I'm lining up any dark spots. He does have salt and pepper hair texture, so you want to make sure you spend more detail. Now we're moving on to our clipper over comb method, and this is going to help us debulk and blend into the top. When using your clipper over comb method, you always want to tilt the comb at a certain angle and use your horizontal cuts to debulk and your vertical cuts to blend. Now that we're done with the sides, we can move on to the back and use our no guard all the way open. We're then going to slightly close the lever midway and all the way closed and attack that initial guideline. Don't forget to stretch the skin with your opposite hand to give you more room to blend. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our 3rd guideline. We're then going to use this same guard and its lever to soften up this line and get ready for the half guard. And also, don't forget we are right on top of the occipital bone here, so you want to make sure you spend as much time as possible. As you guys can see, now that we're done softening up the line, we're moving on to our half guard, and we're going to also use the lever in its corners to erase the line completely. Now that we're done with the lower guards, we can move on to our 2 guard all the way open and create our 4th guideline. Now that we're done softening up the line with the 2 guard, we can move on to the 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Now we're above the occipital bone, so you also want to spend more time here. You always want to make sure you pay attention to the dark spots when cutting salt and pepper hair. Here we're using our 3 guard to connect to the 4 guard on top. Before we will line up his front line, we're going to use our clipper over comb method to debulk the front. So this is going to help us lighten up the middle and is going to make the corners less apparent. Now we're moving on to our Goat FX, and we're going to start off at the middle and work our way to the sides. When I use my Goat FX, I always go as slow as possible to make sure that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer, because if not, then the hair is going to shift and then we won't line them up properly. You also want to make sure not to press too hard, because you could bite them with the teeth of the trimmer and you could leave scars. His corners are a little lighter, so we're going to try to keep it as natural as possible without sacrificing any crispiness. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to show some extra support, go ahead and leave super things down below or follow the Instagram. Thank you. I always try my best to keep the corners as natural as possible and the vertical bars as natural as possible as well. Now that we're done lining them up with our Goat FX, we can move on to our Turkish razor and Durba premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. But before we do that, we're going to apply some shave gel so that the razor could glide better. If you guys are wondering what type of shave gel I use Elegant shave gel, usually the earth scented flavor. When using the razor, you always want to keep it at a 45-degree angle and use your opposite hands to stretch the skin as much as possible. This is going to lower the likelihood of you cutting someone.